Right, now it's time for us to hear from the person who called on all of us, the one who has put this program together for the past 8 years. Now, this program has been running for quite some time, but the quiz aspect of it, a little more recent than the 8-year time. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome, as I call on stage to give her opening address, Honorable Olaitan Williams, convener, Ocean Ambassadors Foundation. Please continue to put your hands together for her as she makes her way to the stage.
Special guests, my panelists, all the movers and shakers of the maritime and insurance and education industry, and our students, and all that are here today. On a Monday morning, I didn't expect this crowd. I say a very big thank you to everybody. Now let me go straight to the business of the day. The journey so far with Ocean Ambassadors Foundation started with a passion, because I come from a rich maritime community called Enyibeti. Have you ever heard that? They always say, Tuju Bateng Beti. Tuju Lete Kole. Why Enyibeti? It is because Enyibeti has been in existence over 100 years. And commerce was thriving. But the sad aspect was that there was no succession plan. I grew up there. I never knew there was anything called maritime. Just like all you students and adults that are here today never knew that there were careers there. So it became a challenge when I got into the industry. And I discovered that, oh wow, so I was sitting on gold. So I decided to challenge myself that whatever I didn't know then, I have to plow it to the upcoming generation. So fast forward, in the last 8 years, we started the School to Sea, where we just run quizzes locally. When I say locally, I mean Lagos State only. But the gains, we had the education palliative through COVID. So that made us to plunge our network into the nation. That is why today we have the 4th Nation Virtual Maritime Quiz Competition. When we started, we had over 3,000. Reason being, of course, that the students were at home and parents wanted them to be busy. The following year, Unity Bank sponsored us. We had over 3,000. But in 2022, the number declined to 2,000 plus. Reason being that we didn't have sponsors. And this year, we had 1,780 nationwide. You can see that the curve is coming down. And the only reason is no sponsorship. Yes, some companies are trying, but I think for the succession plan to make an impact on the lives of these children, more collaboration should be expected if truly we mean to skew into the global arrangement of the 2030 blue economy. What is blue economy? In simple parlance, is the maximization of the oceans and seas for the betterment of mankind. But is Nigeria there yet? In the last 5 years, we started the blue economy, the future of Nigeria. And I can tell you, amongst all the 5, well, except Mrs. Olotu, the 4 that have anchored the program had always advocated for a blue economy ministry. We say a very big thank you to the President for giving us, at last, the Maritime Blue Economy Ministry. Yes, that is the right direction, but is Nigeria ready yet? That is why the succession plan is needed. And if you look at 2030 to now, you just have some years. And these children are the ones that will rewrite the maritime history of Nigeria, especially the blue economy. Fast forward, the succession plan. Yes, we've been saying the girl child. We're not sure changing the boys. But you see, when we started it, we now have first fruits, and they're doing well. And the girls, they've always towered higher than the boys. We always do 80% girls, because you see, the maritime industry, just like every other industry, they've always been male-dominated. For a girl child to emerge, just like this, our former commissioner, Barrister Olaitan, she was my school mother, let me tell you, right from Olaitan College. So I'm so proud of her. She's everything. She's into insurance. She's a lawyer. She's an educationist. She was everything. So, but I can tell you the journey hasn't been easy. She can tell you. If a guy has 60%, of course his friends will say, okay, let's take him there. And I'm sure Mrs. Ekiomatu will say that. My chief missus, I know you know what I'm saying. It is always a tough game for the girl child. So we need to encourage the girl child to come on board, because maritime, there's no career you have on land that you don't have in the waters. That is why we need to upskill whatever we're doing today. Last week when the minister said at the retreat that they can get so many million jobs in the blue economy, how do you jumpstart the process? When he said you can get so much trillions, how do you want to go about it? It is from here, because you must start from the grassroots approach. That is the succession plan that the government ought to be looking and investing in, if truly we want to be part of the global blue economy, which has to be sustainable. That is why SDGs 17 collaboration, Ocean Ambassadors Foundation, is open to it, because we work in line with SDGs 14, life underwater, and 4 and 5, we of course fall into that group. So today we want to have the League of Mentors, because all the students, of course, they've graduated from Ocean Ambassadors Foundation, because they've now had the baptism of marine and blue economy. It is now left for the League of Mentors to now, I'll hand them over to them, where they will now do justice. We have girls studying law. We have a boy in India who got a scholarship from NIMASA. I'm not a sea captain. I'm not a marine engineer. It is just the framework that we're doing for them. So, and I recall when PS was in Agric last year, March, when I went to Ministry of Agric, that look, Lagos State, you're an aquatic state. You need to do something about the blue economy. And I went to meet the distinguished senator who was then the Deputy Speaker of Lagos State. And he said, okay, let's go there. And Lagos State Ministry of Agric sponsored the program in March. And from there, we now have the Fisheries and Aquaculture Youth Corpus group. That is where we invited the youth corpus to join us there. And I'm sure some of them are here. Lagos State is partnering with them. But we need more, especially when it comes to the upcoming generation. On this note, I say welcome to everybody. Whilst we await our keynote speaker, she's on her way. Oh, she's here. So, she is an accomplished girl child. She was a port manager in Calabar and the best long-serving port manager in Nigeria. I welcome you, ma'am. She's just retired, but that's, we need to ask her the magic wand that she was able to excel to be from Calabar to Lagos State port manager. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you.